Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the ECC TV. Today's lecture will be from the ECC Fast Track Elementary. Kindly open to page 4, Unit 2, Holidays. Class discussion. You will discuss on these points in the English club, okay, with your colleagues. Okay, the first question. Do you think that holidays are important? If you think so, why? And if you think holidays are not important, why not? 2. Where do you go on holidays? On holidays, where do you go? The third, how do you get there? How do you get there? Where do you go and how do you get there? How do you spend your holidays? Let us know how you spend your holidays. Do you think that exotic holidays are better than holidays in your country? Exotic holidays that you have to travel out of your country, okay? You can go to maybe Thailand, maybe to Turkey, to the United Arab Emirates. So you go on exotic holidays, okay? So do you think that exotic holidays are better than holidays in your country? What makes you think so? The next question, have you ever traveled to another country as a tourist? If yes, where did you go? And if no, which country would you like to visit as a tourist? Second to the last, do you know of any tourist attractions in your country? What are they? Tourist attractions. For example, in Egypt, you have the pyramids. For example, in the United States of America, or to be precise, in New York, you have the Statue of Liberty. Okay? And in England, in London, to be precise, you have the Big Ben. So what are the tourist attractions in your country? Okay? And what are the landmarks as well in your country? So what are the national holidays in your country? In your country, what are the national holidays? Reading. We will read this passage. The topic is my holiday. I spend my holidays with my father, mother, and sister in Jamaica. Jamaica is a very beautiful island on the Caribbean Sea and has beautiful beaches lined, okay, with coconut trees. Lined with coconut trees. We always travel every day from the capital, Kingston, to Montego Bay, which is Jamaica's tourist capital. It is located on Jamaica's north coast. I go windsurfing and go on cruises with my family on the Caribbean Sea. While in Montego Bay, I visit the Greenwood Great House with Elizabeth Barrett Browning, the famous English poetess used to live. Poetess. A poet is a man who writes poems, and a lady who writes poems is a poetess, okay? A man who writes poems is a poet, and the lady is a poetess. So, masculine, poet, feminine, poetess. So, I visit the Greenwood Great House where Elizabeth Barrett Browning, the famous English poetess used to live. I also visit the river falls and go rafting. Rafting, this is a raft. In the ancient days, people used to bind logs together so this will float on water and they can stand and it will float. Okay, so this is called a raft. Raft. So he goes rafting. Okay, I also visit the river falls and go rafting. I also visit the National Art Gallery of Jamaica, where there are displays of sculptures and paintings. While returning to my country, I bring lots of notes, coins, notes, paper money, okay? It's a note. And coin, the metal money. So if it's metal, you call it a coin, round, normally round, okay, in shape. So it's a coin. So I bring lots of notes and coins and souvenirs with me from Jamaica so that I will remember I will use it, okay, to remember my days in Jamaica. So while coming back, I bring lots of notes, coins, and souvenirs. Again, my holiday. I spend my holidays with my father, mother, and sister in Jamaica. Jamaica is a very beautiful island in the Caribbean Sea and has beautiful beaches lined with coconut trees. We always travel every day from the capital Kingston to Montego Bay, which is Jamaica's tourist capital. It is located on Jamaica's north coast. I go windsurfing and go on cruises with my family on the Caribbean Sea. While in Montego Bay, I visit the Greenwood Great House where Elizabeth Barrett Browning, the famous English poetess, used to live. I also visit the river falls and go rafting. I also visit the National Art Gallery of Jamaica, where there are displays of sculptures and paintings. While returning to my country, I bring lots of notes, coins, and souvenirs with me from Jamaica. We open to the next page. Vocabulary: river fall, rafting, gallery, display, sculpture, painting, note, coin, souvenir, poetess, coast, sea, cruise, located, beach, coconut, spend. Questions. You will answer these questions, okay, as part of your homework and submit your homework to your teacher, okay, the teacher who is responsible for marking homework. You will find him in the staff room on the 3rd floor in the Adult Education Unit of the English Cultural Center, Khartoum. Questions. Where does the writer spend his holiday? The writer, where does he spend his holiday? 2. With whom does he go on holiday? He goes on holiday with whom? 3. Which place is Jamaica's tourist capital? Which place is considered as Jamaica's tourist capital? 4. What does the writer do while on holiday? While on holiday, what does he do? 5. What does the writer take home from Jamaica? Okay? What does he take home from Jamaica? 6. In your opinion, why did the writer write this passage in your opinion, why did the writer write this passage using the present simple tense? You will notice that the writer wrote this passage using the present simple tense. Why did he do that? So it's part of your homework. We go over to the next grammar check. Find examples of present simple tense from the passage in the previous page. Okay, so find examples of present simple tense in the previous page. Last week we studied that present simple tense is used to express a habitual action and also for verbs. Okay, a habitual action, an action which you carry out, which you do as a habit. It's part of you. Every day I pray. Every Friday I visit my grandmother. On holidays I travel to Saudi Arabia. Okay, every Wednesday I go to the club. Okay, so all those are habitual actions. We use the present simple tense to express habitual actions. Okay, and also for facts. Okay, there is a rule here that whenever a verb is preceded by did, precede means to come before. Okay, so whenever any verb, the main verb is preceded by did, didn't, do, don't, does, doesn't, that verb must be infinitive. For example, ladies and gentlemen, he came home late. He came home late. Okay, I will ask a question using did. For example, I want to convert this to a question. I will say, did he come home late? Notice that because of did, okay, the verb to come must be infinitive. Infinitive. That is the base form. I cannot say, did he came home late? No, it is wrong. Okay? Did he come? So it must be infinitive. Okay? He slept. Did he sleep? He ran. Did he run? He ate. Did he eat? Okay, because of did. So the next verb must be infinitive. So whenever a verb is preceded by, or it means to come before. Okay, so if did, didn't, do, don't, does, doesn't precede a verb, that verb must be in infinitive form, okay, or the base form. It must be infinitive. Okay, so we continue, ladies and gentlemen. We say he didn't eat. Did he eat? Do you eat? They don't eat. Does she eat? She doesn't eat. Okay? Because the verb to eat is preceded by did, didn't, do, don't, does, and doesn't. Okay, note. It is wrong to say, does she does her work? It is wrong. Rather, we say, does she do her work? Does she do? Okay, let's open to the next page, ladies and gentlemen, page 6. exercise. So this is part of your homework. You will do this as your homework, the whole of page 6, and submit to your teacher at the adult education department, okay, staff room, in the staff room. Exercise. So exercise, fill in the blank spaces with the correct alternative from the brackets. I dash my holidays in Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur is the capital of Malaysia. We dash there by plane from my native country, Australia. While in Malaysia, I dash the Petronas Twin Towers, where I dash, fill in the blank space with the correct alternative. A beautiful view of the city. I also dash up to the Sky Bridge, where I can have a good view of other surrounding cities. I also dash in the warm ocean waters, and every weekend my brother and I dash Mount Kinabalu. Before departing, okay, before leaving, before departing for Australia, my parents dash, okay, for a trip to the Borneo rainforest in Malaysia. So you fill in the blank spaces with the correct alternatives, okay, from the brackets. Okay, in writing, in not less than 60 words, write about your holidays using the present simple tense. So all these are part of your homework, okay? You get them done this week and submit your homework to your teacher, okay? At the adult education unit. Thank you very much for being with me today. Bye bye.